Capricorn, welcome back to the Renaissance Tarot. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. Happy Valentine's Day, dear Capricorns. And this is going to be your reading from mid-February until the end of the month. And this will be a general reading, so it may resonate with you and it may not. So Capricorn, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at your recent past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify your main challenge, clarify all the cards, and get some final advice for you. I will also close off your reading from a very special oracle deck. Capricorn, I miss you so much. I have been away into the mountains shredding some snow, and it was amazing. And I did fall a few times actually, especially on my right shoulder. So everything is fine. I'm just kind of being a little bit careful so I don't do too much of an abrupt motion and movement. You know what I mean? But I had an absolute blast. It was amazing to be out there into the mountains. So I'm back, rejuvenated and refreshed. So I'm saying. So let's get into your reading, dear daddy and mommy Capricorn, and see what is it that you need to know. So your challenge, dear Capricorn, for the mid-January is the King of Cups. And where you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Nine of Wands. Capricorn, this has a lot to do with love, okay? You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, doesn't have to. The King of Cups here is your challenge, talks about your emotions, your feelings, you processing yourself through some sort of a painful situation here that came to an end with the Ten of Swords. I do feel like here you trying to stabilize yourself. There is something about your emotions, right? Your regulations, you're regulating your emotional state of being. And with the King of Cups, this can also mean that you're really aiming to nurture yourself, like your emotions, your feelings, your entire body, your entire inner world. There is something here about what I'm getting from your reading is you do want to work something out, but only after you prioritize yourself and put yourself first. We're going to clarify this and we're going to see what is it that you need to know. In the recent past, Capricorn, you have the Justice, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Hanged Man. So in the recent past, I do strongly feel like here some of you met someone that you felt like this person was part of your destiny. Okay, and it really felt like also some of you might have cut someone off that was a karmic, or maybe someone that really came into your life and you learned a major lesson and then you met this person. I feel like that in the past, Capricorn, many of you have gone through many important life lessons and you have fulfilled some sort of a destiny. Like there is an important part of your journey that you have successfully closed off, or it's like you passed the test here is what I'm getting. And everything about your destiny. You basically, after some sort of an incident with somebody, you started putting yourself into the path of going after what's really meant for you, and what's meant for you will not pass. That's what I'm strongly getting, okay? We're gonna clarify this. In the present moment, you have the Moon, Six of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. Now, in the present moment, a lot of you have some doubts, okay? And there is something here you feel like is hidden from you when it comes to a specific situation here. A lot of you have ended things with someone and you're still kind of dealing with the aftermath of the painful situation that came to an end. A lot of you could be having dreams and visions, or your intuition is very much on point in terms of, about this person's energy that you're dealing with. Six of Pentacles talks about a desire here for an equal give and take exchange energy. A lot of you also, I'm gonna say this may not resonate with everyone, but many of you also ended things with someone that was breadcrumbing you. So you're still kind of healing from that and you're deciding not to settle for anything less. We're gonna clarify this. In the near future, you have the Three of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Four of Wands. It looks like in the near future there could be partnership coming in towards your way. This could be a new person. This could be someone that you can potentially work things out here. I am getting here some sort of truth being revealed for you, Capricorn, in the near future. The truth is going to be revealed, and then based on that conversation and on that truth, you will be moving towards a relationship here is what I'm getting. And a lot of you are overcoming these wounds from the past person, 9 of Wands, the 6 of Cups, and the 5 of Wands. Okay, so you used to be involved with somebody from the past there were constant arguments and conflicts with this person. Okay, and a lot of you are closing up that karmic cycle, that lessons you have already learned. You're ruled by Saturn, so you are very disciplined, and there is a lesson here that you have learned. Without any further ado, let's get into your reading and let's clarify all the cards. Capricorn, I hope that you're doing well and everything is going well for you. Honestly, February is one of those months where it's like it just flies by so fast, you don't even notice it. Winter, I like winter, but when it comes to like, how do I say this? Like January, February are just hard to push through, honestly. So I'm saying I have like winter blues at times. I'm doing great right now, but it's like sometimes you're like, I need the summer, I need the spring, and it's coming up in no time. So you feel me? So the King of Cups is clarified by the Emperor, the 7 of Cups, and the Page of Cups, and then you have the 5 of Swords. You have a choice here and a very important decision to make, Capricorn. I do feel like here that for many of you, you might be really dealing with a situation where you have choices and you have options, okay? You could be dealing with someone that there is an age difference between you and them. You have options and choices in front of you. You could be choosing between an older person and a younger person when it comes to a specific person, is what I'm getting. Okay, there is a lot of fire energy here as well. I feel like that you are right now stabilizing. This is literally the best way that I can put Capricorn. I could be wrong. But when it comes to the King of Cups as your challenge, it's like your emotions, your feelings, your spirituality, you overall, how you feel comes first. So it's not about just, chasing after a person. It's not about, trying to satisfy everybody else, but you have a lot on your plate and you're trying to also navigate through some sort of a mini roller coaster, and you're stabilizing your emotions is what I'm getting. You do seem to be attracting love into your life. And there could be two options that you're going to need to choose. It could be somebody from the past that you dealt with to see if you can work it out with them, or someone new. 7 of Swords, 5 of Swords, okay, 10 of Pentacles. Some of you dealt in the past with someone, Capricorn, that there was dishonesty. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. As I'm a son of a Capricorn, I don't sugarcoat anything. Dishonesty, someone here lied, someone here cheated, a lot of things happening behind your back. And this is why also, I think Capricorn, what I'm picking up on is you may think of this person from the past and there is a lot of nostalgia, there is a lot of emotions that may come up. But also you can't deny the fact that, this person and you had arguments and conflicts over the fact that this person was not being honest towards you. There was dishonesty, okay? So that's why you're really choosing what makes you feel best long-term. Not just for the moment, not just hee-hee-ha-ha romantic and things like that. So I'm saying that is some sassy shit here. So I really dived deep into your challenge. Now, Capricorn, in the recent past, you have the Justice, okay? Something here needed to be set right. And I'm not even saying was set right, it was needed to be set right. So the Judgment in the past, dear Capricorn, is clarified by the Knight of Cups, the Magician, and the 2 of Swords, and you have the Star. So I feel like that for many of you, you wanted to manifest and attract love. This could have been recently that you have done, who is actually going to be fulfilling you long term. A lot of you had a choice in the past with the 2 of Swords to decide whether you wanted to still continue manifesting or setting an intention to bring someone back into your life from the past, or you wanted to manifest a brand new love coming into your life. You are the Magician, Capricorn. You are the boss here. You decide how your reality is going to unfold. And for many of you in the past, you needed to set something right. You either had to cut someone off that was a karmic, someone that really caused a lot of tumultuous rough patches for you, and you had to really close up some sort of a karmic cycle with this person. Once you did that recently, something here became revealed to you, something here came into your mind, and you started really seeing things from a higher level of frequency and consciousness. So Capricorn, the Wheel of Fortune in the past is clarified by the Nine of Cups, the Chariot, and the Knight of Swords, and you have the King of Swords. You had to cut somebody off out of your life. You have the King of Swords. This is a very rigid energy here. I do feel like here that in the recent past, it took you a second, Capricorn, but once you are done with someone, you are done. Okay? So in the recent past, some of you cut someone off out of your life and you had this choice to move on. You didn't want to stay in this situation where things were very, chaotic. You had to end this situation and completely move on from this person. I don't see this being very easy for you to do, because as an earth sign, you get very much invested into this situation. But when you cut this person off out of your life, because you realize that if you're manifesting love, if you're really wanting to create this healthy dynamic for yourself where you will be in a relationship and not in a relationship, then it is important for you to set an intention to attract someone that you don't have to worry about them having to do a lot of work within themselves. So, and usually people from like the karmic cycles, like they just come into these lifetimes for the chosen ones, okay, for somebody like you as an earth angel, as a star seed, as a chosen one, for you to activate your purpose and your destiny. The Hangman in the recent past is clarified by the 10 of Wands, the 8 of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune, and you have the 9 of Wands. Capricorn, I'm gonna say something. You might have grown up in a household where there might have been a divorce, or ever since you grew up, you always thought that maybe being in a relationship and maintaining a relationship was going to be very hard. I feel like you realize something here that, you don't have to worry about the right person entering into your life anymore. I feel like in the recent past, there was also this realization that you have to let go something that was weighing you down, because you can enter into this new destiny of yours, which is full of blessings and love with the Wheel of Fortune, with all this 10 of Wands energy, because something here in the recent past was still heavy for you. It was still weighing you down with the 10 of Wands. It was still difficult for you to really carry all of that with you into this new phase of your life. You realized you don't want to connect with that person. You don't want to connect with this situation, and you had to move on. Now, in the present moment, a lot of memories are starting to come back, and also I'd like to mention that we are entering into the pre-Mercury retrograde, pre-shadow period. So a lot of memories, a lot of dreams, a lot of flashbacks coming up from the past person here. So with the moon here, you're still trying to see if this is a situation that would be worth even investing into or not. But also at the same time, you are not denying the fact that you were breadcrumbed by this person in the past, and so you don't want to make a mistake here, or the same mistake. And it's not really a mistake, it's a lesson, but you already know better, right? So the moon is clarified by the moon, the Fool, excuse me. So again, you're trying to understand if there is actually going to be a brand new beginning with this person or not. Now, the moon is clarified by the 5 of Pentacles, the Fool, and the 4 of Pentacles. For many of you, you're coming out of an isolation. You're coming out of putting yourself in a cage, even when it comes to dating, even when it comes to meeting new people. So you're realizing that, I can actually go out there and explore other options. I don't have to hold on to somebody that abandoned me. I don't have to be sitting here and worrying if I'm actually gonna meet the right person or not. So a lot of you are starting to also come out of your comfort zone and meet new people, or just in general set an intention to meet the right person for you. And a lot of you are also overcoming some sort of a self-abandonment wound here. You've done a lot of shadow work and healing. 6 of Pentacles is clarified by the Lovers, the 5 of Swords, and the 7 of Wands. So even before I pulled the cards, that's what my intuition was telling me. Remember when I said, Capricorn, that the 6 of Pentacles is this person breadcrumb you, and you know that? And it is clarified by the 5 of Swords, the Lovers, and the 7 of Wands. Again, you were in a relationship with this person from the past. A lot of arguments, a lot of conflict, a lot of, on and off situations here going on. And the 7 of Wands has been a challenge. It was a lot of challenge. And that's why for many of you, you just know deep down if something has ended, Oh my gosh, that card is like far away. It's basically the Ten of Swords. Forget about that. I'm not gonna get out right now. If something, it was the Ten of Swords, you know, and you gotta let it go. I don't know. Maybe it just flew out of my hand. Just gotta let it go. So I'm saying. So the Ten of Swords Capricorn is clarified by the Devil, the Nine of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles, and the Tower. And the Devil in tarot is you, Capricorn. You know what I'm saying? Why are you sitting there and stressing out? Why, Capricorn? Okay, you're still stressing out if it's really worth it to work things out with the person who betrayed you, who betrayed your trust, who was maybe even narcissistic towards you. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not mentioning any signs on purpose in my readings, probably anymore or from now on. I don't want anyone to feel like any other sign and things like that. Take it as a resonance. You know who I'm dealing with. You know, if you would like to, you can even look up and to see what card is affiliated with which zodiac sign, if that's what you really would want to. But I'm gonna refrain from bringing a lot of signs into the readings anymore. You're gonna know who this person is, okay? So for many of you, this is a situation that has come to an end with the Tower, okay? The Tower, the Seven of Swords, the Eight of Swords, because the way that this person lied to you, you know, I think you were manipulated and you were tricked. The situation came to an end, right? The Seven of Swords, someone that's actually tiptoeing, there was the Eight of Swords. This was a very difficult ending for you because you felt like that you lost complete trust in this person. You know what I mean? And this is someone that you were committed to with the Hierophant here. You felt like that this was going to be the forever person. So you have been stressed out a lot about this situation, but I think that is why this is your challenge in the month of February, to get yourself out of that rut, to remember that Capricorn, everything is temporary, okay? The pain is temporary. You're just gonna transmute that and you're gonna move towards better and bigger things. Now, there is a partnership that is going to be coming towards your way with the Three of Pentacles. So I'm gonna clarify to see what the Three of Pentacles here is for you, dear Capricorn. And the Three of Pentacles is clarified by the Strength, the King of Cups, and the Page of Swords. So you're going to attract someone that possibly is a Leo. So for many of you, you're going to attract someone that is actually going to really contribute you to your well-being even more. And that's why the King of Cups is your challenge here as well. You know, this is someone that really has a very strong sense of emotional availability. And there is something about this person that they always tend to make sure that you are okay, is what I'm getting, okay? This person is a communicator, okay? Page of Swords, King of Cups. They talk about their feelings. They face the issues and then they move on. There is nothing to worry about hidden things. This is a new person. You are attracting a new person into your life, okay? Partnership. And the Strength is also numbered number 8. So 888 can be very significant for a lot of you. A conversation will take place between you and this person. And the truth will be revealed and some sort of a dialogue will take place. Let's clarify the Ace of Swords Capricorn. Very interesting reading. The Ace of Swords is clarified by the Seven of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. One of the things that you and this person are going to talk about is the struggles from the past. You're going to see this person, you both are going to communicate about how both of you overcame many challenges in the past. And you're going to be like, wow, damn. Actually, it looks like both of us experienced the same things, maybe at the same time. And the interesting part here is Capricorn, is that the person you are attracting into your life is also someone that has been contemplating about marriage. This love offer that's going to come towards your way with the Ace of Cups, it is about marriage. You have the Four of Wands, and the Four of Wands here is also twice, okay? So this is about a relationship. It's about a long-term commitment marriage relationship that is going to take place in your life. And there is going to be so much clarity, so much honesty and directness that it's not even funny, you know what I mean? So prepare for that, because that's what this relationship is going to be about. And you're going to really, both of you are going to overcome the feelings of rejection from the past, because, you know, why would you feel not worthy and feel rejected if you're meeting someone that is ready to talk to you about their emotions, that they don't shy away from talking about their feelings, you know, they have a lot of clarity, bring a lot of clarity. So Four of Wands Capricorn in the near future is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, the Death card, and the King of Wands and the Four of Swords. A lot of you are going to completely feel at peace with this person. This is a very much transformative relationship. Capricorn, you are the Knight of Pentacles. When you enter into this relationship, I do see here you moving one step at a time. There is no need to rush. There is no need to rush into things. This is someone that you're going to feel that this person is coming into your life because they also have been transformed. The King of Wands is looking towards the Knight of Pentacles and the Death card. So you both are going to be really, very vividly, very obviously talk about and see that you both have been transformed, maybe in different timelines, different settings, but the lesson is the same. And the purpose is the same. And the purpose is that whoever was karmic, whoever was narcissistic and toxic needed to be gone out of your life so that both of you could be prepared for each other, because this is a divine union. Let's get the advice, Capricorn. And this is exciting. This is actually very exciting. And see, what is it that you need to know? So your advice, Capricorn, is the Queen of Cups, the Tower, and the Lovers. And you have the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, which is a Capricorn energy. So Capricorn, your biggest piece of advice is that if something has come to an end with the Tower, if the situation has ended, and yes, it wasn't an easy decision here to make, but again, your feelings are the most important thing here, the Queen of Cups. You have reserved yourself for the right person. See how the Queen of Cups is holding on to the cup? You have done the right thing by not being a hoe, by not going out there and reserving and preserving your energy, your body, and yourself, because the right person is coming to your life. The Tower was much needed for you to really understand that whatever is meant for you will never be missed out of your life. And whatever is meant for you, you will not miss it. Okay, and what's not meant for you will always make you feel uncomfortable. Will always make you feel like there is something wrong that's going on. It's not really wrong, but it's like your soul knows. You know what I'm saying? And when you know, you know. So Capricorn, this is your biggest piece of advice. And as I also promised, I'm going to be pulling one card here to see what is the oracle message here for you, and we're going to close off your reading. So Capricorn, you have number 2, spiritual union. Need I to say more? Need I to say more, Capricorn? And I know that this reading is going to make you feel very much elevated and elated and joyful and blissful. What a reading to have on the Valentine's Day, right? I think tomorrow is the Valentine's, because I'm recording this the day before, like literally. This is amazing, Capricorn. I'm genuinely happy for you, because again, the cards are here. You know, I'm really feeling, intuitively speaking, and I tend to say things before I even pull the cards. The cards are just complimentary to confirm. But this is a spiritual union that's coming into your life, and this is really gonna make you feel that you did the right thing by wiping away and wiping out all of the unnecessary conflict, drama, liars, cheaters, karmics, because you deserve better. And that better and the best is right around the corner. Capricorn, this is what I had for you. And please make sure to go outside, okay? Right around the corner, when I say love is around you, go outside of your comfort zone. Do new things. Go to new places, okay? Because we can't just be sitting and watching videos and just trying to, you know, lock ourselves in our rooms and think that love is going to find us. Just go out there and you'll see. Capricorn, this is what I had for you. Thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate you. Happy Valentine's Day. And let me know in the comments. I love you, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.